Okay, I want to shoot this video for you guys before any of my team gets up here this morning. It's a little early in the morning, but I want to talk to you about building a following and some things, some little tips that you can do based on what I'm doing right now. Hey, my name's Ken Dunn, and I'm a real estate investor. I want to welcome you to the No Money Real Estate Podcast. On this show, I'm going to interview elite level real estate investors from all over North America, and I'm going to help you to see one thing that all successful real estate investors have in common. They built their portfolios without using a dime of their own money. I've got a portfolio of $300 million in real estate. That includes resorts, apartment buildings, commercial buildings, and I built the entire portfolio without using a dime of my own money. Real estate is a business that anybody can get into, but the strategies that those titan real estate investors use to build massive portfolios have been kept secret for decades. Now, because of this show, I'm going to reveal them to you. So let's get started. So right now, I'm inside of our AV production studio. And you can see it's a big mess in here. But if I've been on your radar at all, if you've been following me, then you know that I'm pretty passionate about helping people to understand how to build a following and the importance of doing it. And I really love diving deep and helping real estate agents and real estate investors to know why I've built my following, how I've built it so freaking massive, and some of the things you can do. One of the most important parts of the mindset that I help people to get into is the idea of creating content. You have to create the content yourself, but then having resources, having other people do all the work for me. And one of the best examples of that is what I actually do now. So video content is the most popular form of content online. In fact, as most people know, there's a little bit of a war going on. It used to be a war solely between YouTube and Facebook or Meta. And it was over eyeballs. Who could get the most eyeballs? And what both of these platforms realized is that video was king. So they both started investing millions and millions of dollars of increasing the quality of their technology around video production. And then they started realizing that people that were consuming content wanted to consume shorter amounts of content. So the focus changed from long form content, videos like I'm doing with you right now, to short form content. And each of the platforms came out with their own unique name for them. Facebook calls them Reels and Stories. YouTube calls them Shorts and Stories. But then TikTok came along. And TikTok is completely a short form video content platform, and has literally taken over most of the eyeballs. Fastest growing social media platform in the world today, and crazy things are happening. But whenever I'm talking to people about building your following and creating video content, the biggest thing that happens in all those conversations is right around now, their eyes start to glaze over. So you stop. I want you to stop right now. Don't let your eyes glaze over. Stick with me here. But this happens to everybody because the idea of really getting serious about building content, creating content, it's overwhelming. It's daunting. And it's not so much about the actual creation of the content. I can sit here right now with you and I can record this video. But the hard part, the daunting part, is all the work to publish, to edit the videos, to make them engaging, to add these subtitles, to do all of that stuff. And so I've become anal about trying to find different ways to create content and then repurpose the content. In fact, my advice to you, if you really want to get serious about this, and I'll give you a couple of reasons at the end that you need to get serious about this, but if you really want to get serious about content creation, get a really good assistant, a virtual assistant. In my company, we train Filipino workers that live in the Philippines to be virtual assistants specifically for content creation. So we teach them how to edit the videos, how to do the subtitles. We teach them how to build websites. We teach them how to post on social media. And then we shop out, or we provide these people that we've trained to our real estate clients to work as VAs. So what my personal VA, his name is Carl, what he does for me, whenever I create a video, I load it up to a Google Drive, and he will literally take that video and edit it and add these cool subtitles and do all this work to it and make it all really freaking cool. And then he posts it on all the social media channels. Then He takes the video, just like you'll see with this video, he's gonna take this video and he's gonna turn it into a podcast show. And he's gonna put it onto my podcast. Then he's gonna take it and he's gonna edit it and turn it into a blog article. Then he'll take all the information from this video and he'll turn it into about 100 different posts. And it makes life so easy. So all I have to do is focus on creating these videos. Now, what am I doing here in the studio? Well, another thing we realized was another way to create more videos. So I went out with my team here in the office. We've got a really great marketing team that we're building, a bunch of people that focus on helping me with marketing. And we're building a podcast studio right here in the office. So you can see, basically behind me is gonna be the center of the set. We got a table, we've got all kinds of floating shelves, we got plants, they're gonna paint the walls. They're really gonna crack this place out. And we're launching a new podcast. And the podcast is called No Money Real Estate. And essentially what I'm gonna start doing is interviewing elite level real estate investors and people in the real estate game from all over North America. They're gonna fly into the studio, they're gonna come into the studio, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna have a conversation about real estate investing. And it's gonna be freaking unbelievable. I'm so excited about it. Anyway, that's really what this is all about. All the podcast shows that we're gonna do are gonna premiere first on YouTube, and then we're gonna distribute them through all of the networks, through all the podcast labels. So they're gonna start off as video podcasts on YouTube, and then they're gonna go out onto all the streaming platforms. That's the command center right there. It's gonna be so freaking cool. And then every once in a while, we're gonna come out here into our office, into our training room, which is a freaking wreck right now because we just finished the Real Estate Investor Summit, and we'll even do some podcast shows out here. But anyway, why did I just go through this big rant with you? It's really simple. If you're serious about building a following, and Lord knows you should be, if you own any type of business today, and you're not trying to build a following, you're losing money. If you're serious about building a following, think about just getting in the habit of creating video, however you do it, in short form and in long form, both types of video, and then get people to help you with the rest. Make your journey easier. It's really that simple. Have a great day.